Justice Sucks is Samurai Punk's second step on the Roomba gone rogue. But does it feel the floor? Well, back in 2019, I brought Rumble, First Blood at whim. My eyes were down to vibrant cover image and further inspection. It also sounded hilarious. You play as a Roomba that kills Bulgars invading their home and safe. Afterwards you clean up the destructions of family, none the wiser. So I was cautiously optimistic going into this. Rumble First Blood was a small platinum-based game, but lighting doesn't usually stick twice, right? Well, I'm happy to report that Justice Sucks feels like these games that Samurai Punk wanted to make in the first place, and it was vast improvement on all fronts. The McLean household just got an upgraded model in this top-down stealth action game. Justice Sucks follows on immediately after the events of Rumble First Blood as Dusty McLean successfully stopped a home invasion. It quick caught the intention from Family Corp. This antagonistic corporation wants to keep crimes rate high in the family home. Family Corp's variety squad visit the unsuspecting Roomba, and after a short battle the family are kidnapped. Dusty gets plugged into the living room TV and winds up in the TV world where her best friends with fingering Prince Sexy McLean. The pair are now out for vengeance to take down Family Corp and to save their family. The story is more involved than this sequel to compare to Rumble. This is nicely animated to do introduction like the first game, however after this just in-game cutscenes. There is no dialogue, but in place entertaining physical comedy. The Hans Gruber looking violent running Family Corp never fell off Nakomi Tower. He installed the last crime regime so he can profit from the sales, his security, hardware, making Dusty a real problem. Other than that, a couple of nasal exhales at some moments. I found the story was passable attempt of fleshing out the game in narrative. It adds more service, but the story beats aren't anything to anticipate. Instead, the bulk of Samurai Punk's effort appear in the gameplay. After finishing Justice Works, I re-downloaded the Rumble. I had to check they didn't gaslight myself into thinking Rumble was fun to play because Justice Sucks felt great. I was right though, the difference between the two are night and a day. Which the core, the design has redesigned and remained unchanged. The actual gameplay has complete overall. Controls now feel far more intuitive, with different buttons mapped to the bring into some decade of games. The cursor has been ditched to select the traps in the hacking mode, and now it's a contextual lock-on. This change comes across the modern and hands far smoother, but when it comes down to picking a specific trap, Roomba's cursor does have more accuracy when you are in the heart of the battle. Of course, being a Roomba, you can stop up objects, seeing them to throw the enemies, and improvements enable to carry out the objects as the time have dedicated suck button and increase as fluidity in moment-to-moment gameplay. On top of that, the overall speed of the Roomba has been increased, giving Ringo switching between slow and a fast speed like a first button. It's now based on the pressure you apply to the left stick. All of these improvements have resulted in an incredible addictive loop. I have found myself replaying levels to achieve the rank of cool ass and getting my name up to leaderboard. Combos win you better score with no timer to worry, but it will reset if you get hot. The one they keep my combo through the level and being untouchable really adds the action hero motivates to go for in-games, as well as encouraging the player to do better at time. Justice Sucks starts in the halls from the first game where you learn about the basics. After the levels and inside TV world, I don't know if I'm missing something, but with the 19th inspired presentation, I recognize the references. To my understanding, the levels aren't particularly from anything TV related. However, they vary the films, so many differences between them. I was excited to see what each level had in store for me. With the secrets to find way news to kill your opponents, the levels for Justice Sucks have been really open in this time around even feels the same. Rumble, the first blood was not in speech approach in the single level you left with. Justice Sucks changed that by increasing the game mode tenfold. The original mode is still around where you have to stop a robbery, but now shares the space with an elimination mode, rescue mission, delivery, Crazy Frisian Bomb Squad, COS, and Break the Target. All of them break up the potentially monotony of playing throughout the story wishlist, offering more to do in the few levels it has. All the modes are different enough, switching up each run. The only mode that I could do without is Break the Target. The goal is to collect the tokens carefully around the map as quick as possible. It's not my bag personally, but different enough that it takes to the diversity. A surprising highlight is the cleaning frenzy, an era when the Power Wash simulator has taken people by storm. Cleaning Frenzy offers a nugget of the satisfaction by cleaning up those blood-soaked laminates, with the addition of a tune I'll be singing in my head. When I do my own household chores, this is surprisingly Moorish. Chistovitsky has finally found its aesthetics this time round. The art style and the presentation fit the late 80s 90s American inspiration. Whenever it's sung that parodies Backstreet Boys or Neon Blues or Purples, you'd see on the Jazz Cup. Every face touched those corner store of nostalgia. On top of that, the graphical fidelity this time round has seen some low. Wishlist, there was still that smooth cartoonish look devoid of textures. The improvements are seen in the lighting and coloring that adds on the overall quality to the visuals. Character models a bit basically close up, say during the game cutscenes, during the gameplay when the top is down view. The criticisms don't matter so much. This view hires the general light of the characters, and when the time roaming levels with so much in them, you don't notice the majority of the time. Chistovitskys is the game that stands above its peers visually, but at least around it looks like a good other indie games of the year. I was shocked coming back away from Chistovitskys having hopes for some improvements since the first game. I was blown away by the results without sparking a debate by naming a moment where the sequel was better and the original Chistovitskys eclipsed Rumble First Blood. Wishlist, the original felt lacking. Chistovitskys has obviously had so much love poured into it. The presentation, gameplay and humor has instantly interested me in what Similar Punk does next. I hope Rumble and the First Blood won't put anything off playing the sequel, because I implore you to check it out if you like this, so you will be excited. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and also let me know and hear your thoughts. Have a good one. Bye bye.